So today we picked up an engine for a car that I've had for like 6 months. We finally got an engine for it, but we'll get into that a little bit later. We also have some updates on the E36. Last video I did a build breakdown on it. But if you follow me on Instagram, you know that we've been working on the tune on this car with my tuner and kind of trying to smooth it out and everything like that. The goal is to have it on 93 or E85, two separate maps, not flex fuel, just for sake of keeping things simple and kind of a lower budget rather than, you know, installing a whole flex fuel system. So currently we're on the 93 map. We're still working on trying to get an E85 map, but we're trying to work out the kinks on the 85 maps or the 93 maps. We have like a weird cutout up at the top of the rev range, but otherwise on this revision that we just got last week or so, it's actually been pretty smooth and less backfire, smoother power delivery, and actually feels like it has more power. So introducing my BMW X5 4.8 IS. A little bit of background on this. I had bought this back in September. Ever since then, it's been sitting. Previous owner had mentioned it had some pulley issues, and upon further diagnosis, once I had it, we figured out that it had a bad engine. So today we went and picked up an engine. We got it for a great deal. It is a 4.8 IS specific engine, so it's not a random BMW V8. It's just like, it's specific to the car. A little bit of a history lesson on these. These are essentially an X5M before an X5M was a thing. So they came in two versions. They came in the 4.6 IS for the earlier production X5s, and then the 4.8 IS for the later production cars. This is a 4.8 IS because 06. It has a 4.8. Comes with, I believe, 355 horsepower. Somebody will probably correct me on that. And also these came with different bumpers up front, different wheels. This one doesn't have the running boards, but it does have the flares and then the rear, and also has the shadow line trim, which is incredibly dirty. Also, the cluster is different on these as well. But this is destined to be my tow pig for my E36, even though at the moment we drive the E36 to and from the track, or to and from anywhere really. But eventually this is going to take the spot to be able to tow it and comfortably go and come back from the track without having to worry about breaking the car or anything like that. We did get an engine, so we'll show you that here in a bit. So yeah, the moment we've all been waiting for, here she is. This is my new N62 B48, specific out of another 4.8 IS. These engines, on paper, they may look the same as other N62s, such as out of a 7 Series or out of a later X5, like E70 X5s. But these are specific to 4.8 ISs. There's subtle differences here and there between that and one that would have came on the other cars. As far as I know, this version only came in 4.8 ISs here in the States. Somebody might be able to correct me on that. They make 355 horsepower, and I forgot how much torque, but we'll figure that out. These things are massive. So we have an LS here in the garage, and we kind of compared the size between the two just at a glance, and this thing is almost twice the size. Pretty crazy. It's my first experience having an engine this big, but hopefully it pans out for the better. These are pretty solid engines, and they have some aftermarket support, and they sound great in stock form. I mean, there's exhaust setups for them and supercharger kits for them, but even stock with stock exhaust, they sound amazing. So yeah, we're gonna get this unloaded here and then eventually get it serviced to go into the X5, and we'll hopefully have it running here soon.